And now we award the Medal for Eminent Service, which has been awarded by the trustees of Amherst College since 1934. It's a way of recognizing exceptional service to the college. And this year's distinction goes to Paula Kay Rouse. Paula? Paula, you are among our earliest women students and graduates. You embody the values and ideals that are dearest to Amherst College. As a visionary clinician and advocate for mental health, you have improved the lives of children, veterans, and families in a number of different ways and settings. As an engaged alumna for more than 4 decades, you have shared your time and genius with us in multiple capacities, including as wise counselor and trustee. We are honored that you sent your 2 children to Amherst College and grateful for all the ways that you have helped shape this institution. In honor of your contributions to the college, it is my pleasure to extend to you, on behalf of the Amherst College Board of Trustees, the Medal for Eminent Service. Please join me in congratulating Paula. And now it's my privilege to confer honorary degrees on behalf of the college. We recognize individuals who have brought honor to their professions and to public service, including some of our most distinguished alumni, and others who, with this conferral, become alumni of a very special kind. As we send new graduates to serve in the world today, we also welcome Amherst's honorary graduates who are exemplary in the worlds they have already served. David Correy. David, your intrepid and visionary quest to understand the physiology of human hearing has transformed our understanding of this fundamental sensory capacity. Your path-breaking discovery of the protein that lets us hear brings us closer to a future in which the auditory functioning of millions of people can be preserved or restored. We salute your passion, your talent for scientific research, and your dedication to improving the human experience. We're delighted and honored to award this honorary degree and to acknowledge that you are yourself a graduate of Amherst College. So this is your 2nd degree. Congratulations. David. By virtue of the authority vested in me by the Board of Trustees of Amherst College, I confer upon you, David, the degree of Doctor of Science, honoris causa, with all the rights and privileges pertaining thereto. Congratulations again. For the degree of Doctor of Arts, Annie Leibovitz. Annie Leibovitz, your richly realized and distinctively bold vision has expanded the possibilities of expressive representation and opened new frontiers of compassion and insight. In your photographs, you have documented such an incredible array, so many facets of the human experience, enhancing our experience of ourselves and our world. Thank you for all you've done and continue to do. By virtue of the authority vested in me by the Board of Trustees of Amherst College, I confer upon you the degree Doctor of Arts, honoris causa, with all the rights and privileges pertaining thereto. Please join me in congratulating Annie Leibovitz. For the degree of Doctor of Divinity, Archbishop Thabo Magoba. Archbishop Thabo Magoba, we celebrate your extraordinary commitment to speaking out for human dignity. and against intolerance and discrimination. We celebrate your eloquence, your compassion, the way your moral suasion awakens us to our own individual and collective responsibilities to conduct ourselves ethically and with particular care for the most vulnerable of our neighbors. By virtue of the authority vested in me by the Board of Trustees of Amherst College, I confer upon you the degree of Doctor of Divinity, honoris causa, with all the rights and privileges pertaining thereto. Thank you, Archbishop. For the degree of Doctor of Humane Letters, Charles C. Mann, a graduate of Amherst College in the class of '76. Charles Mann, your powerful, provocative, and incredibly insightful writing reframes over and over our understanding of fundamental aspects of the past, the future, and perhaps most of all, our present. Your incisive curiosity and commitment to analysis have, for countless readers, illuminated the importance of being engaged, skeptical, a questioner of received information. And for those of you who use Twitter, you should follow him. We are delighted to present you with your second Amherst degree. And by virtue of the authority vested in me by the Board of Trustees of Amherst College, I confer upon you the degree of Doctor of Humane Letters, honoris causa, with all the rights and privileges pertaining thereto. Please join me in congratulating Charles Mann. For the degree of Doctor of Science, Nergis Mavovala, astrophysicist. Nergis, your pioneering contributions in the fields of gravitational wave astrophysics and quantum measurement science are transforming our understanding of the universe and ushering in a new era of discovery. You are extraordinary. By virtue of the authority vested in me by the Board of Trustees of Amherst College, I confer upon you the degree of Doctor of Science, honoris causa, with all the rights and privileges pertaining thereto. Please join me in congratulating honoris causa. For the degree of Doctor of Humane Letters, Cullen Murphy, a graduate of Amherst College in the class of 1974, writer and editor. Cullen Murphy, as a writer and editor, your capacious and generous-minded intelligence has illuminated a dazzling range of topics, issues, problems. And as trustee and chair of the Board of Trustees of Amherst College, your vision, leadership, and integrity have, during nearly 2 decades of remarkable service, vitally supported Amherst College in realizing the college's promise in the world. We are delighted to present you with your second Amherst degree and to congratulate you on your contributions. Please join me in congratulating Cullen. I forgot mine. By virtue of the authority vested in me by the Board of Trustees of Amherst College, I confer upon you the degree of Doctor of Humane Letters, honoris causa, with all the rights and privileges pertaining thereto. Yeah. For the degree of Doctor of Humane Letters, Darren Walker. Darren Walker, with this honor, we celebrate your passionate dedication to addressing circumstances of social injustice and drivers of inequality in our nation and around the world. Your commitment to principled and transformative philanthropy are an inspiration to us all. By virtue of the authority vested in me by the Board of Trustees at Amherst College, I confer upon you the degree of Doctor of Humane Letters, honoris causa, with all of the rights and privileges pertaining thereto. Join me in congratulating Darren Walker.